6 more states banned junk food from SNAP benefits, which brings the total number of states that have banned junk food to 12. 12 states now. As you know, as this video goes on, we'll get more into the facts. Family, you already know what to do. And if you're brand new too, thumbs up this video so YouTube can push this content out. Smash subscribe to join the tribe and ring the post notification bell as well. All right, let's get into it.
Here in the US, you can no longer purchase junk food and sodas with food stamps. Yes, several states like Arkansas, Idaho, Utah, and many more have already banned the purchases of junk food and soda in their states. And there's many more to come. Robert Kennedy Jr. is literally pushing to completely ban sodas worldwide with the use of food stamps because if you want to buy a sugary soda, the taxpayer should not pay for it, is what he said in his own words. One person even used Grok to actually ask, and yes, the 3 states that I've listed, they're completely banned, and then several more, and even more, is pushing this into effect in early 2026. So as I said again, if you use food stamps or SNAP, you will no longer be able to purchase chips, candy, sodas, anything. It's strictly just healthy foods. They are really pushing this agenda hard starting next year. Apparently, some of them have been able to purchase, like, let's say 7-Eleven pizzas. You can no longer be able to purchase anything like that or hot foods. It is strictly going to be healthy foods only. Let me know what you think about this in the comments down below.
Why it matters. SNAP benefits, also known as food stamps, are paid to low-income and no-income households across the USA. Without these benefits, those families would not be able to get food. They'd be struggling. They wouldn't be able to afford groceries. There's more than 40 million people receive food allowance, which is provided through the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP. Now, this is probably what you clicked on this video for. You probably want to know which 12 states have banned the purchase of junk food and sodas with their SNAP benefits. As of currently, the 12 states are Arkansas, Colorado, Florida, Idaho, Indiana, Iowa, Louisiana, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Texas, Utah, and West Virginia.
Guys, if you live in the US, I have bad news for you, because they will be banning buying soda, candy, and junk food with SNAP benefits. This agenda is being completely pushed by Robert F. Kennedy. He says that if you want a sugary soda, the taxpayer should not pay for it. And for anyone saying that this is fake, someone actually asked Grok, and this is what they said. No, it's not a nationwide US ban, because several states like Arkansas, Idaho, and Utah have already had USDA waivers to restrict SNAP purchase of soda, candy, and similar items. So those states have actually started to ban these items, but RFK wants to use a nationwide ban starting in 2026. So for example, if you're the type of person who loves to buy 7-Eleven pizza using SNAP benefits, I got bad news for you. That's not going to happen anymore. Now, this will definitely affect a certain amount of people, and this is definitely given mixed reactions. One group of people are praising this, while the other group is just like destroying this ruling. But what do you guys think of this ruling? Do you agree with this or not? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, make sure you give me a follow and like this video.
Confirmation, our department has encouraged states to think differently and creatively about how to solve the many health issues facing Americans. One way is by not allowing taxpayer-funded benefits to be used to purchase unhealthy items like soda, candy, and other junk food. The #1 purchase by SNAP recipients is sugary drinks. SNAP is a supplemental nutrition program meant to provide food benefits to low-income families to supplement their grocery budget so they can afford the nutritious food essential to health and well-being. That is the stated purpose of the SNAP program. The law states it, and President Trump's USDA plans to deliver on it alongside our partners at HHS. So today, I'm proud to sign 6 more waivers for Florida, West Virginia, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, and Colorado. This is in addition to the waivers we've already signed for Iowa, Indiana, and others across the country. I continue to encourage states to be laboratories of innovation, think through how you can promote healthy families and healthy communities. And because of our historic partnership, USDA and HHS, and the visionary leadership of the governors here with us today and of the states represented by the signings, we are doing something about it. These SNAP waivers are just one piece of the MAHA effort. We work so closely together to encourage voluntary commitments to remove artificial food dyes, among other things, from our food supply. And together we are crafting sensical dietary guidelines for Americans that prioritize whole, healthy, and nutritious foods.
They're talking about prioritizing healthy and nutritional foods. So if y'all gonna ban junk food and sodas because y'all care about people's health, why don't y'all ban GMO foods? Why don't y'all ban every single fruit and vegetable that has become a victim of Monsanto, the seeds of Monsanto? You know, Monsanto came and basically destroyed all of the seed bank. The original seeds that were there, they replaced those with Monsanto seeds, which are genetically modified. So let's talk about that. Why don't y'all replace those? Why don't y'all get rid of those if y'all really care about people's health? Why don't y'all get rid of cloned meat, the lab-grown meat agenda? What about that? Let's get rid of that. Let's be done with that. Processed foods, that shouldn't be allowed. That should be banned too. The chemicals that give these foods colors like red 40, yellow 9, that should be banned. Artificial sugar, high fructose corn syrup. Come on, let's talk about it. This ain't about them wanting us to have healthier food. All of this food in the grocery store is chemical food. 99% of it is not healthy. It's not even real. It was made in a lab, majority of it.
SNAP will no longer allow you to actually buy soda and candy and things like that off your link card, off your SNAP card, because they said that it's not nutritional foods, and now the Trump administration is banning that from the link, from the SNAP benefits. But in my opinion, they're always going to try to say some shit that they feel as though is going to, sound like it's good, but it's always going to be propaganda. I don't understand how y'all can sit there and say you guys want people to be nutritional when you're still not planting any fruits and vegetable trees, and that basically, when you do go and buy those from stores, they're not organic. They have no seeds. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is no nutrition, no value to the fruits and vegetables in the stores we buy today. You have to literally know what barcodes to grab in order to grab something that will be seeded. And half the time, it still just might not be organic. Unless you're growing your own food, even though you guys are still destroying the soil, you won't be getting any nutrition. Unless you're going to the local farmers markets and things like that, you will not be getting any nutrition from anything in these stores. So for them to be saying they're going to ban soda pop and candies and things like that from SNAP benefits, it's just, it's barbaric, it's retarded, it's remedial, it's weird as fuck. There's no purpose. You might as well just let them continue to get what they're getting, because you're still not going to put anything nutritional in these stores. You get what I'm saying? Like, they don't even teach doctors nutrition, let alone we want to sit here and broadcast nutrition. If we're going to talk about nutrition, you need to discuss every single thing that you're doing that's honestly harming everyone's health every single fucking day. Allowing Bill Gates to spray the sky, allowing Pfizer and all these other motherfuckers to do what they've been doing. It's just, they just continuously do certain things and say certain things, and it's always the wordplay. So they decided to ban Red 40. They have RFK Jr. acting as though he's doing things to benefit people's health, and he's not helping anyone benefit anything at all. So, I don't know. I think it's bullshit. I call bullshit as usual. Everything is always bullshit. Big Pharma actually brings in at least $27 billion annually from just junk food alone, okay, y'all? So basically, Big Pharma and processed food, they lobbying basically to honestly still rig the system. There's no way in hell they're going to actually give you guys anything that's going to be nutritional, okay, y'all? The Arkansas waiver actually proved that states can actually lead, but the real reform is going to happen when actually they dismantle the corporate lobbying system. And honestly,
exactly how are they going to ban unhealthy food and junk food? Am I the only person not seeing how this is going to work? Because everything they feed us is unhealthy to a certain extent. Like, even the fruits and vegetables are not that good for us, right? So, how are they going to actually, But with that being said, if you're going to do that, let's say that it's happening, then are you going to increase the amount of money that each person gets that are on SNAP benefits so they can afford living a healthy lifestyle and purchasing healthy foods? And then if that's the case, then are you also going to increase the amount so people can afford supplements and vitamins on SNAP benefits? And if you do have SNAP benefits, I'm going to put you on to something real quick, but don't tell nobody I told you. You can actually get protein powders and fiber and all this other stuff with your SNAP EBT benefits. It just has to have nutritional facts on the label instead of supplemental facts. You're welcome. But no, let's be honest, because I've seen a lot of people give their 2 cents about it and all this other stuff. And then I see a whole bunch of people in the comments saying, specifically white people, because they think black people are predominantly on food stamps, but it's white people that get majority of the government assistance. Think about it. But, people are like, well, you shouldn't have a birthday party if you can't afford a birthday cake. That's a child. Everybody's not going to get on social media begging. Bitch, I tried to ask some money and motherfuckers was like, I'm not giving you shit. So I think that SNAP EBT benefits definitely comes in handy when it comes to wanting to have your baby a birthday party, wanting to participate at school, or if there's any type of event where they need to bring food, it's not a problem. And I feel like if you take that away, a lot of kids don't have birthday cakes and they won't be able to have. And a lot of people be like, well, if you can't afford food, why are you having a birthday party? You know what I do every year? because I sure as fuck can't afford a whole bunch of kids coming to a birthday party. I go to Chuck E. Cheese. I ask them if it's okay if I can set up her little section. I invite people, tell them that they got to pay for their own playing card. And then my mom probably buy a pizza or whatever. And then I bring the cupcakes and the cookies and everything and the drinks. And that's okay. Like, everybody, or you can go to the park. That'll be a fun birthday party. We have a park over here. Not over here, but in the next city over. It's like a little water park. That'll be so fun to do. To just have a birthday party there. You don't even have to spend money. You just got to reserve it, and then you have to bring your own food and drinks. But that's just coming from someone who knows how to budget. Birthday parties are not a priority for me, but I do think that my child deserves a birthday party, so she gets one every year. But I don't think that you should take that option away from people who do have the ability to give their kids a birthday party, and all they can afford is the food and drinks because they're on SNAP EBT benefits. You shouldn't take that away from them. I get it. Americans are unhealthy, but so are the people running this country. Fat fucks that sit on their lazy fat ass and tell everybody what the fuck to do, while eating all the junk food that they're telling us we can't have.
Then you don't want to have already set the precedent that the government can tell you how to spend the money they give you, because eventually they're going to have to give you money to survive. These jobs are going away. It's plain and simple. It's not a debate. It's just not gonna make sense. If I can pay $50,000 as a company, a major corporation, I can pay a one-time fee for an AI that can do everything you're gonna do, and I don't gotta train it up, and I don't gotta replace it, and I don't gotta deal with off days, and I don't gotta deal with this. I'm not gonna get you. So you're not, and eventually, so we're all going to be in the position that the food stamp people are in, unless you're on the other side of it. It's only gonna be two sides. You're gonna either be on the other side of it, or you either gonna be on the side where you need the universal income, or you're gonna be on the other side of it. You don't want to be on the side where you need the universal income, and now you done already told the government it's cool for them to tell you what to spend your money on. It's not a good, this is slippery slope, especially with the way the country is leading. That's not. So, yes, let the niggas buy their candy bars.
I agree with him. Everything Trump is doing, every single executive order that he's signing, it seems like it's all for control. It don't even seem like it, because it is. It is. It's all for control. They want to control people's finances. They want to control what people can eat, what people can and cannot buy. Remember, soon they will be tracking what you put in your basket and charging you a different price based on your spending habits, your demographic, what age and race you are, how old you are. They want to control where people live. When you get on a plane, you see all of that land that they're not doing nothing with. They tell us that the planet is overpopulated and they need to control the population and where we live. But when you get on a plane, you see all of that land that they're not doing nothing with. Or when you drive even, take a road trip. They just want to control people 100%. This is all about control, y'all.
Let's talk about the government possibly banning food stamp recipients from purchasing junk food with their SNAP benefits. I've seen videos from people claiming that the government just doesn't want poor people to have treats. Yeah, if you're poor, you don't deserve a cake and ice cream. Want a bag of chips? Not if you get food stamps. But that simply isn't the case. See, the issue is a lot of you motherfuckers have taken advantage of the system for a very, very long time. Yeah, food stamps is a program that was put in place so motherfuckers do not starve to death. Yeah, it's a social program that's there to help you when you're down on your luck and in need. Yeah, it was never a program designed to feed your ass for 10, 15, or 20 fucking years. Yeah, they're trying to encourage people to either piss or get off the fucking pot. Here's some food stamps so that you can eat and not die. But if you want pop, cake, and cookies, you need to get a fucking job. And that's essentially what they're trying to tell you. And to be honest, I'm not that passionate about this shit, you know? I'd have to say I'm a little indifferent. But if this change will encourage people not to fucking abuse the system, I would have to say I'm all for it.
I just seen, starting January the 1st, 2026, Iowa has cut the fact that SNAP food stamp beneficiaries can no longer buy any kind of junk food, soda, drinks, energy drinks, or any of that. You can only buy the essentials like the rest of us. Welcome to the club. And then I seen some comments saying, well, how are we going to buy the birthday cakes? Really? How you going to buy your kid's birthday cake? It's $20. Go to work. You got 1 year to save for $20 for a birthday cake. Or just buy the stuff at Walmart, the little dollar cake, stuff like that, because you can still buy those ingredients. No excuse. Go to work like the rest of us.
I'm not somebody that's happy that people can't buy what they want no more with EBT. All I know is with their stamps, with their SNAP, all I know is this is about control. And I'm not finna be like, oh yeah, ha ha ha, welcome. You know, like everybody else. Y'all like everybody else. Like it's like people happy with these changes. I'm not saying if it's good or bad. That's for you to decide. As somebody not on that, I can't speak on that. It's not my grounds to speak on it. That's how I feel. I just see the bigger picture with all of this. It's deeper than what people are seeing. It's deeper than the surface level of what they're telling us. This man is cutting all of these. Since when does the U.S. government care about the citizens? When have they ever cared about the citizens? Especially our health. If that's the case, recommend herbs instead of medicines. Oh, y'all really don't care. Thought so. How about in schools they teach about the importance of fasting? Have a national fast day if y'all really care about health. Oh. Yeah, y'all don't care. They're not gonna do that.
Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has urged states to apply for waivers to restrict SNAP purchases of junk food.
Nearly a dozen states have been approved so far. Fox 5 anchor Russ Spencer joins us at the live desk with more details. Russ?
Well, according to Tom, the National Mall was turned into a bustling farmers market today, part of the Trump administration's effort to make America healthy again. And the administration is going further, approving more waivers, allowing states to ban certain junk foods from the list that's paid for by the SNAP program, formerly known as food stamps.
Today, I'm proud to sign 6 more waivers for Florida, West Virginia, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, and Colorado.
Now, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, where SNAP served more than 41 million people and cost $100 billion in 2024. Before the waivers, the funds could not be used to buy products like alcohol, tobacco, or prepared foods. In May, Nebraska became the first state to get approval to also restrict soda and energy drinks. Proponents of the waivers, including Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., say they will encourage Americans to eat healthier.
If you want to buy a sugary soda, you ought to be able to do that. But the U.S. taxpayer should not pay for it.
But industry groups like the National Grocers Association raise concerns that the waivers could cause confusion among consumers, saying it's up to the government, quote, to determine whether their goals are being met without negatively affecting access to nutritious food. This year, SNAP has served an average of 42 million Americans a month with about $188 in benefits per person. Courtney, Tom, back to you.
Family, y'all already know what to do. Drop a comment below. Let me know what y'all think about this video. How do y'all feel about this video? Specifically, if you're someone that will have your SNAP benefits cut coming into 2026, or if they've already started, let me know. I want to hear from the people, not just the politicians. We know they tell lies, but the people, these changes affect real lives. I appreciate y'all. Peace to my Hebrew fam. Shalom. I will catch y'all on the next one.